Should you feel ashamed about lasting? No. Hell no. You should not be ashamed about lasting. And I'm going to tell you why. Obviously, this is not an invitation to indulge in your lust. I'm not telling you that you should become a Marquis of Sade or a Christian Grey in 50 Shades of Grey. That is not what I'm telling you. What I'm telling you is not to feel ashamed about your lust. Even if you are watching porn right now, even if you participate in hookup culture, even if you do both, you should not feel ashamed. And I want to tell you what. When you participate in hookup culture, when you have meaningless sex and or are watching porn, when you are done, when you ejaculate, and you feel ashamed and you feel guilty, those two emotions, those two vibrations are the lowest you can feel. And the problem with having those two emotions when you are done consuming is that those two emotions are painful. Those two emotions vibrate at a low level. So you will feel pain. And because you will have this pain in your body, it will be a trigger for you to consume even more, whether it's sex, whether it's porn. It is a vicious cycle. That is the only reason why saying that you should not be ashamed or you should not feel guilty about lasting. It does not mean that you should be proud of what you are doing. It does not mean that you should feel conceited about what you have been consuming. It means that you understand that those activities are unwholesome. They are net negative in your life. They don't bring that much good. They are not fulfilling activities. Not only that, you leave a lot of your potential on the proverbial table because when you indulge in activities like porn and meaningless sex and all meaningless sex, you are wasting that precious sexual energy. And as I said before, sexual energy is the stuff of genius. So if you want to feel the real potential you have in you, the real genius inside of you, because we all have a bit of genius inside of us, you need to understand that those distraction, those high level distraction will lead you astray, will divert you from the path leading to your highest potential. And that is why I am telling you that shame and guilt should not be part of the process. Even if you do feel shame and guilt, which is okay to a certain extent because those activities will bring about shame and guilt, but you should not encourage it by resisting it and feeling like shit. Because the more you feel like shit, the more you will trigger your brain to want to consume even more. As I said, it's a vicious cycle. The more you do it, the more shame and guilt you will feel, and the more you will consume, and the more shame you'll feel, and the more guilt you'll feel, etc., etc., etc. You'll never get out. It's a rabbit hole. It's a never-ending rabbit hole. What you should do instead is let go. Have compassion, understanding, and tolerance. In this channel, you have a lot of videos explaining the science of dopamine and how it triggers your mind to want more. If you understand this, if you understand how the brain works, you can process that shame and that guilt by letting go, by doing some form of breath work, by being mindful. And when you can catch those emotions and let go of them and forgive yourself and have compassion for yourself, lasting won't be a problem because you won't feel like you are being dirty. You won't feel like you're doing something sinful. You won't feel like shit. You'll forgive yourself, understand that the brain works this way, and there is no need for shame and guilt. Process, forgive, let go, and move forward. And lasting will not be a problem anymore. I guarantee it. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Sebastian, your addiction recovery coach. I'm here to help those of you who want to desexualize their mind and give up hope. Thank you so much, and I'll see you very soon.